friends. It's me, Bree. Sorry about the glare in my glasses. Today's video is a little bit different. I am not coming with any diamond painting paintings or accessories or anything like that, but it is craft related, and it is also pet related in a way. I have my computer turned on, so I don't know what the title of this video is at the time of me filming right now, so give me a moment. But what we're going to be doing today, so a little bit of back history, I guess you can say. And Tonks just jumped onto the desk to join us. So a little bit of back history. So I work at an emergency veterinary hospital and specialty hospital. So it's not like your normal, let me just take my glasses off. This is just how I look. So it's not your typical general practice. We see true emergencies with your dogs and cats, and we also have specialty departments like neurology, oncology, cardiology, ophthalmology, internal medicine, cardiology, dermatology, radiology. We do MRIs, CTs, surgeries, dentistry. We have so much of a specialty in our hospital, and we truly are. I do believe that we truly are like one of the best hospitals in our country. This isn't me like boasting my hospital or anything like that, but anyways, I have put together, I was in charge, like when I was in the emergency department, I did work by myself as this, I put together a thing, Tonks, where our employees, if we ever lost one of our own personal pet, we did something a little bit special where we definitely just worked on based on donations and stuff like that. So we would just get like a memorial piece or something to remember that by and gift it to that employee. Well, it has grown, and now it's to the whole entire hospital. And now what we do is I work with another person that also works at our hospital. She works in our rehab department. But because it has grown, I'm in charge of, and I don't want to like explain how it is or like exactly what it is, but we do have a thing where people can fill out a form online, and then it gets emailed to us of which memorial piece they have selected. We didn't want it to get too overwhelming where we wanted to put thought into it, but we didn't want to overwhelm ourselves with what kind of gift we wanted to give somebody, and we didn't want anybody to feel like, well, that person got that type of gift, but I only got this type of gift. So they have a selection out of so many types of gifts, and I'm in charge of shadow boxes. So today we're going to be making paper flowers to put in shadow boxes. And what I do, I step on how I make a memorial piece shadow box. And I just thought, I didn't really have anything diamond painting related new to kind of show you. And I don't know, I just thought maybe something a little bit different. And I'll show you, like I have my entire scrapbook. I know there's other people out here that I know like Scrapping Sylvia. She does lots of like paper crafts as well. She doesn't do just diamond painting. So I think recently she showed how to make a card, and I'm really interested in learning that. So I want to watch that video. I have not caught up on videos because I did not do anything, but I have some different papers, and this is not it. I have like a whole entire thing full. It's really heavy and I can't pick it up. So I'm gonna pick out the colors for the flowers. I'm gonna show you once I pull up on my computer. I'll show you how I cut that with my silhouette machine, and how I fold them, and how it all comes together. So if you're interested, stay tuned, and if you like this type of video, give it a thumbs up, and hopefully the cat she'll find somewhere to go. All right, hold on. It will be a few minutes for me, but only a second for you. Okay, we're back. Tonks is over there. I put her over there. My diamond painting is hanging on my exercise bike. I picked out my papers. So their very first color was green, but I already said that green I usually use for, let's see, let's watch Tonks while I talk. I use green for the leaves, and their second color option, they both also picked blue. One of them said that they're both dogs. One of them said that they really loved the water. So I thought this color really reminded me of like water. So this blue and then this green looks pretty good for the leaves. And then the other dog, like his coloring was a really light tan, and he was kind of brindly. So I picked this lighter color blue, like a sky blue, and this green to go with it. So those are the colors. And then now I think, let's see, hopefully I can flip this around and it's not in the way, and I have it. Oops, I'm taking pictures. I have to stop the camera again, and then I'll show you my silhouette or my computer. Okay, so I don't know how to do like fancy stuff where it's like a screen recording. So you're just looking at my screen. So this is Silhouette Design Studio, or whatever they call it. It's the business edition. So if you have a Silhouette and it's just the free version, it may look different for you. I used to own my own sticker shop, but when COVID started, I got very, very overwhelmed, and I closed my sticker shop, and then I found diamond painting. So I still have the business edition. So I'm gonna go over here to open the files. I have it on my desktop, and then I'm just gonna scroll to where I have my paper flower mixtures, and then also the paper leaves. So I'm gonna open the paper leaves, and then I'm gonna open again to the paper flowers. Which one do I want exactly? I think I want this one. I know I don't use all of these. Some of these I take off. I think this one I can take off. This one I do use. And some of these I just put on here and then I enlarge. And I'm not making them like a certain size or anything like that. I'm just kind of trying to fill the paper. So I'm not really wasting. Okay. And then I'm gonna go back to the paper leaves, and then, yes, those are exactly what I want for this, I believe. Actually, I think I want, let me get my keyboard. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. So now that I have that, because I have this all prepared, I already have the settings all done, then I go down, or it's cut out just a smidgen. You can't see where I push send. You can see like my paper cats over there. I push send right here, so now it's on the correct, right here. It says, let's see, will this be too much? No. It's on the right, what do I call this? This is your cut settings, basically, and I want it to, it's on cardstock textured, because this paper, it does have a texture on it, so that's what I'm gonna keep it on. Okay, and my silhouette is on, which it says ready right here. Its name is Pam from The Office. I used to have 3 silhouettes, and they were all named from characters from The Office. One of them was named Dwight because it was always acting up on me, but I have put 2 of them away, and I just keep Pam out now. All right, I'm gonna pause the video for just a second. You won't even notice. Okay, so I just have my cardstock on this sticky plastic sheet here, and then I loaded it into my silhouette. See, there's a picture of Pam. I loaded it in there. It's all ready to go, as it says it's ready. And then I go back to my computer and I just push send. It will get loud here in a second, and it's gonna start cutting these shapes. So I have an auto blade. Which means that this is pushing it down, and it is putting it on the correct, where the knife, it's basically like a little X-Acto knife, but it's putting it on the right length that it needs and to cut the flower. And you can kind of see it take its shape. But I'm going to pause it here, and I will come back once these are ready to come off of the sheet. Okay, so they're cut out, as you can see. I did the leaves, and I did 4 of these blue flowers. We're gonna take the leaves off, and I just start by peeling the cardstock off. And then gently, I will peel the leaves. The noise in the background is Ernie chewing on a Chewy. Oops, I bent that a little bit. So they can be a little bit delicate, so you kind of want to be careful as you're pulling them up and not to rip it, because I've done that before. Okay, so I have all of those. Put this to the side, and now we can pull these off. I will make more of these too, but I'll start with the first 4, and I'll show you how I make the flowers. After I fold them, oops, this part is trash. We'll need a hot glue gun. I guess in the beginning I could have shown like every single part that I needed, like all of your stuff that you'll need. So we have our parts for our flowers and we have parts of the leaves. So then I have this tool. It's not necessarily needed. You can also use tweezers or you can use a fork, but I was doing so many of these that I found that this was actually really helpful. You can kind of see like that little split right there. It's very hard to see on the camera. That's where we're gonna put the edge of the flower. Oops, and now I got them tangled. Okay, we'll start with this one. So I start right here. And then I just twirl it and try to keep it as tight as I can without ripping it, and keeping this edge as neat and even as I can. It won't necessarily stay that way, but I try. All right, and then I pull it out. This round part right here, I kind of fold it if I can. Fold it backwards. And then this is where I just let it go. And then we have our flower. And then I just let it sit to the side while I make the rest of them. Okay, so the other part of it is putting names on the shadow box. So you can see I have 2 names here. one is Scout and the other one is Boo. It's kind of hard to see. This is vinyl. It's a permanent vinyl that will go on the shadow box, and the color is translucent. So when I put it on the glass of the shadow box, it makes it look like it's etched into the glass. This was my sample cut right here. It's a little blurred from being out of focus, but oops. It's hard to tell from putting it on my finger, but it's translucent, and I'll show you the end result. But it looks really nice once it's finished. It looks like it's etched into the glass. That's trash, so I need to put that way back on there. But what I'm gonna do is take my paper cutter. I'm gonna kind of zoom out a little bit. Take my paper cutter and make sure that I cut these or make these separate. And these don't have to be like completely perfect lines because I'm only worried about the name on here, not if the lines are straight or not. Oops. Okay. And I purchased this. It's called Frosted, I believe, and can't remember where I originally got it from. It was either Michael's or Joann's. So this is the last part that I put on. I feel like this is like the finishing touch. So I will just put these, but I do all the cutting stuff at the same time, because once I'm done with my cutting machine, I just turn it off and put everything to the side. So I'm gonna put my names to the side and my paper cutter to the side, and then we have these flowers to still make. So let's do a time lapse of rolling all of these papers. Okay, so now I'm back with my hot glue gun. So we are going to hot glue the flowers down so that they're not so like bouncy. So we'll do that and I will probably speed up through this as well because it's not really that interesting, but yeah, we'll speed through this one as well. Okay, so now what I do, now that the flowers are all glued to, excuse me, together, is I take my leaves and I assemble the flowers and the leaves together in a way that I think will look nice. So this one kind of looks like very open, so I might, and this is like the background to the shadow box. So this one, and I usually like 3 flowers in the bottom corner and 2 flowers in the top corner, but we'll see what looks best. So we'll do usually I do maybe like this, and then these leaves I kind of just put in. And the leaves are a little finicky too. I'll do something like that. Okay. Now, the problem is that, see, there's this thing right here on the shadow box. So I have to take in account that thing, and I can't remove it from here, which would be really nice. Oops, sorry about that. Which would be really nice. And yes, this fits like right on top of it. So what I need to do is I just need to make sure that I put, let's put that to the side. Do I want this really big one right here? Oops, my hot glue gun is still on. Touched it. And then this, like behind it. Because in this corner over here is where the name will go, so I don't put anything in this corner. And then in this top corner will be the other 2 flowers. Just want to make sure that I put these high enough and not so low. So what I'm going to do is, before I glue this down on there, is I'm going to put the glass over it and see what that does. And yeah, that looks good right there. Actually, I can move it down just a little smidgen and over, it looks like. Okay. So what I do now is I leave everything like exactly where it's at, and I kind of try to remember before I glue it down. I just put a little tiny bit of hot glue because it really doesn't take much at all. Okay. And this one is gonna like barely touch right there. I'm putting the backing on it now. And then I'm gonna go get some window cleaner or something to clean the glass so that I can apply the decal, the name decal. So I will be right back. So I did forget to show that I peeled the outside edge off of around where it said Scout, and that you do need transfer paper or transfer tape or whatever it's called. And what this does is you don't really want to touch it too much because it's sticky. And what I do is I lay the sticky side facing up. I put the decal face down. It doesn't have to be exact. And I kind of varnish it, whatever the wording is, on this side right here. Okay, I'm gonna grab the shadow box. Try to get this in frame. Get my glue gun out of the way. Oh yeah, sorry you can see all the lighting. That's what happens when there's a glare. Okay, you can see Scout here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peel this off of here, and you can see that it came off. So Scout is now on the transfer tape. And what I can do is I can kind of see where I'm putting it on the glass. I just kind of try to line it up as like even or straight as I possibly can. I rub it on here. You can use a card or whatever. I just use my fingers. And then I take the transfer tape. I'll peel it back, and I just do it kind of slowly just to make sure that the name doesn't come back. And sometimes I try to reuse my transfer tape if I can, but there you can see Scout's name on there. And then let me turn off this light. And there is our shadow box. It came with all of these little tacks. So when the person that is receiving this, they can put pictures or special mementos of their pet inside of here. And yeah, it's a good size. I think this is 11 by 14, but people seem to really like it, and I really enjoy making them for my co-workers. But yeah, I really like the finished look of it. It's like really subtle. It's not really in your face, but yeah. So now I need to make the second one. Let me know what you think about this. I'm zoomed out as much as I can be right now. There we go. It's kind of dark. Excuse me. But let me know if you liked this type of video, if you want to see other crafty things that I make or do other than diamond painting. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. It lets other people know that you liked this kind of content. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. I would love to have you part of my community. I do reply to every single comment, and I enjoy talking to all of you and getting to know all of you. I really feel like we have built a community and friendships. So yeah, let me know what you think about this, and if you want to see more videos like this. All right, until next week, I'll talk to you then. Bye.